So I actually saw a TikTok like yesterday or the other day where it said guys always get their hair cut when it's the perfect length. And it was like the perfect video that came up on my feed because I was like, man, I feel like my hair's getting long. Like I got to get a haircut. And then I like thought about it for a second and I was like, wait, my hair's like perfect right now. And I always
Yeah.
would do that. And I don't know what that feeling is.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever do
Yeah,
that?
I got my haircut maybe a month ago now,
Hmm.
and this is the length that it was like basically when I got it cut. Um Really all they did was like clean it up and stuff and help shape me up.
Hmm.
But I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, damn, why did I cut it? I want it to be like 2 inches longer right now.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But I
Hair.
don't know, man. I feel like one thing I've learned since becoming a long hair guy is that women really respond to what guys do with their hair. Like women will go for pretty much any kind of guy. I feel like looks matter the least to women.
Hmm.
Like a lot of the women that I know. Yeah, okay, I'll put it this way. You know how like when you're out in public and you see a girl and she's just like, God damn, that woman is gorgeous, stunning. That's a looker right there.
Hmm.
And then out of the store walks her boyfriend, and it's just a guy.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, just some guy.
Just some guy.
Yeah.
It's just like this absolute fox, and then Derek,
Hmm. Yeah, that makes the
right?
internet mad too.
No, I'm like, I want to be Derek, dude. I
Oh
want
yeah.
people to look at me and go, how the fuck did he get that girl?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And then I just got to be like, I have nice hair. I take care of my hygiene.
Well, you're like wondering what's under the hood of that car, of Derek's car. You know, like
Yeah,
what's
what's he running?
yeah, because there's got to be a lot of he has a lot of tools in his shed.
Yeah, it's got some horsepower.
Yeah, you always wonder. See, those are the type of like couples I'd like to talk about. Like, how'd you guys meet? Is the number like, how did that
Yeah.
happen?
You know what kind of bores me? And I know it's kind of like a well-worn territory, like a well-treaded path. But like I like that question a lot. I like asking couples like, how'd you guys meet? But the reality is so many people are like, oh, he just DM'd me on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, we matched on Tinder.
yeah, it is pretty.
You know,
It's pretty common. Yeah,
I feel like the whole like, oh, we met at a party and like she was wearing this t-shirt that I really like, it's a band that I really like, or stuff like that. It doesn't happen as much these days.
yeah. It's never like I sent her like she was on vacation and I sent out like a message in a bottle, and it just got to her. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's nothing ever like romantical.
I you've been like dating girls and like gotten a haircut though, and like you kind of have to check in with her, right?
I don't know if I like the word check in, but I get
I
what you
It's
mean.
kind of what it is though. Like whenever like I remember I was dating this girl recently and I was telling her I think I want to cut my hair, and she goes, "No, you do not. You don't. You're not going to cut your hair." And I
Yeah.
was like, "All right, fair enough."
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to stop like hooking up with me, I think I'd rather just have long hair.
Yeah, I just gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying though. It's always good to get a second opinion because I'm not gonna like ask my homie like, should I keep this facial hair? Does it make me
Yeah.
more handsome?
You know what though? I feel like the only reason I don't do that is because a lot of dudes don't put in the effort.
Right.
I feel like a lot of like I'm not gonna ask like fashion advice from the dude who's just like always wearing like the same fit.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a graphic tee, like a graphic tee he got from his mom.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
still rocking the t-shirt that you got at like a Lakers game when they threw out shirts in the crowd,
yeah,
I'm not asking you for fashion advice, dog.
yeah.
You got to
Honestly,
start rolling the dice on some outfits. I want to see men wearing some outlandish stuff. Roll the dice, man.
yeah. Take as much risk as you would in Vegas on your outfits.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I
a
mean?
good way. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Some people
Yeah.
are more ambitious. You
Yeah.
know, some people kind of feel like maybe I am a high roller tonight."
Right, right. Just think
Yeah, and then
about
you walk out with the crop top.
yeah. Imagine your closet is like a FanDuel lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
The double parlay is gonna hit one of these
yeah,
days.
exactly. Yeah. It is tough though. I think learning how to take care of yourself, especially as a guy, um, it takes a long time.
Yeah,
It
because that
takes
shit's gay.
yeah, that's one of the reasons,
Yeah.
I guess.
I
But
bought a bonnet recently.
a bonnet. Do you have
A
it with you?
bonnet. Yeah, you want me to put it you want
Yeah,
me
I
to
wanna
put it
see it.
on?
Yeah, I wanna see it, I wanna see
Okay,
it.
hang on. I'll put it on.
Okay. That'd be so funny if it just wasn't a bonnet. It was like something completely different. It's just like a really tight leather mask with eye holes and like a zipper for a mouth.
God, I look like someone's grandma.
I feel like you're about to make me the best cookies I've ever had.
God, I really do look like a grandma. Oh my god.
Yeah, you look like you know how to bake.
I
What?
look like I got hard candies in a purse.
Yeah. You look like you eat like a lot of how is it, apricots? Is that how you pronounce
I,
it?
apricots. I think I say apricots.
Apricots sounds like bedding sheets for like monkeys.
I feel like
Like an
apricot is the
apricot.
color, apricot is the fruit. I don't know why.
Apricot is a color?
Yeah, like you know how like orange is also a fruit.
Yeah. Pretty lazy naming, by the way.
Not a, yeah, not they kind of like they got through all the other colors and we're like, "Ah, let's just fucking wrap it up. It's like 5 o'clock already.
Yeah. But they could have just like said tangerine. Like that was a good name.
Yeah, but there was probably some dude. I mean, tangerine is like you're gonna roll your eyes out. That's too many syllables.
It does sound like a musical instrument though.
A tangerine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that song Tambourine by
Tambourine?
yeah, I think it's by Eve.
Maybe. Is it like an older song?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's by Eve.
Yeah, I think it's by her, but actually that's funny because I wanted to talk about that. I completely did not know the lyrics to that song until today.
What are the lyrics to that song?
Shake your tambourine, go and get yourself a whistling.
A whistling?
A whistling.
Shake your tambourine, go and get yourself a whistling.
A whistling. Do you want to know what I thought it was when I was 12?
Probably. Well, go and get yourself set you up.
I will preface this with you will never guess this in all of your lifetime. You could spend from the day you were born until the day you die, and you will never guess what I thought the lyrics to this song were.
Okay. What did you think it was?
Shake your tambourine, girl. Go and get yourself a pussy llama.
What?
And I don't know how.
How old?
12.
These are vulgar thoughts for well,
Maybe I was 15. I don't know. And then I thought the lyrics were shake your tambourine, girl. Go and get yourself a piece of gum. And I thought that up until today. So I just never knew the lyrics to the song my whole life.
yeah.
But it's
A
just like
whistling.
it's funny because I feel like there's like so many songs out there where you like think you know the words, and thank God for like Genius and like these in Google,
Yeah.
because you just be singing them wrong. Like imagine doing karaoke and you're saying shake your tambourine, go and get yourself a pussy llama, and everyone in the bar's like, what?
What you know what the song that everybody always messes up is that Fall Out Boy song.
Which
We're
one?
going down in an earlier round.
Hmm.
It
What's everyone say?
goes, we're going down in an earlier round, and sugar, we're going down swinging. Everybody just kind of mumbles through it. Nobody sure, but because I was a little emo kid, I still am a little emo kid. The words are actually, we're going down in an earlier round, and sugar, we're going down swinging.
Yeah,
I'll be your number one with a bullet,
yeah,
a loaded gun complex, cock it and pull it.
yeah. That's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't he mumble it a little bit though, or like kind of
He
like
kind of, I mean, but all of those like early pop punk songs, everybody sort of talks in cursive like this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Imagine
You
talking
know?
like that like normally.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's a band from the Bay. There's a band from California.
Yeah,
Uh, and like I feel like people who think of California accents, they always think of like they either do the Valley Girl accent
yeah,
or like a sort of like frat bro accent, which is like I guess the male equivalent of the Valley Girl.
yeah.
But California has a bunch of different accents. especially the Bay. I feel like the Bay is the only one that's like really strong. Yeah, the Valley's pretty strong, but there's a band from the Bay called Mom Jeans,
Yeah.
and if you listen to them talk, like the lead singer, I forget what the dude's name is, but every now and then you hear the Bay accent come out when he's speaking. And even now that I've heard him speak, when I listen to their music, I hear it.
It comes through a lot of times though
Yeah.
the accent doesn't come through the singing voice, which is also really interesting to me.
It's always weird when like English or like British artists
Yeah.
sing in an American accent.
Yeah. It's
Why
like,
is that? Like the Beatles did that. Why are they doing that?
I don't know. It's like, where'd you learn that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Adele does that too.
is it possible? Maybe it just sounds better to them. Like it's a preference thing.
I think that's probably part of it, but I think because like American music is the norm, is like the cultural center of music in the West. Um, I think they just like grew up listening to American music, and when they started listening, like starting to sing and stuff, like they
Mm,
sort of intuitively go to the American accent.
yeah. Yeah, that is really interesting. Cause like
But I
UK,
wonder what it's like to be like like a British singer songwriter right now, like just like trying to make music on TikTok. Like, do you think they are also doing that? Because I don't know.
singing's different. Like with UK rap, they keep their accent most of the time.
Yeah, I'm into drill rap actually.
Yeah. It
You
sounds
like
good.
I do think the London accent is pretty funny, but it's definitely
Yeah.
not like the worst accent. They got dude, why do they have so many accents? You guys live like 20 minutes away from one another.
That's kind of fun though. It's like if you think of like a cartoon show in a way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
A
I don't
little
know.
elaborate.
Because I feel like there's so many different personalities in like any type of animated show. I feel like they're kind of replicating that, where it's like someone that lives in a different county, which is 20 minutes away, they're a completely different person. And it's like
Oh yeah,
you get
yeah.
cultured faster, maybe. I don't know.
Like in South Park, where like the characters in Canada are just like completely drawn differently.
Well, yeah, their intention with that is a little, you
Yeah,
know, exaggerated, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just like, I feel like because I live in the Midwest, there's just, I don't feel like we have an accent. I don't feel
You
like,
fucking absolutely have an accent.
do
What are
you
you
hear it when
talking
I
about?
talk to you?
You don't have an accent as much as like other Midwest people. But you're from fucking,
Where am I
you
from?
know,
The guy
I
I've
w-
spent the last 20 weeks talking to an hour a week with.
I know this, but I'm blanking.
Like,
Don't tell me you're from Michigan.
yeah.
But Michigan is not like a place that's like known for its accent, you know?
Yeah.
Does Michigan border is Michigan like north?
You know what really bothers me about Michigan and just everyone who's American in their geography? People will do those like map quizzes and they never
Yeah.
get Michigan right. It's like, dude, it's this.
Cause
It's this, dude. A hand, it's on your body.
but like what's in Michigan? Like what like the Great Lakes?
But it, like,
And I'm being generous.
At that point, it doesn't even matter. It's like, dude, I get it if
Does
you
it
don't know what
border-
North Dakota is or something.
Does it border Canada?
I guess the Upper Peninsula does, yeah. But it's surrounded by water too.
Peninsula.
Like water that is on the map. It's not
It's a
little
landlocked
lakes.
state.
It's literally like mini oceans. Great, they're called Great Lakes, by the way. You don't know.
As somebody who lives near the ocean,
Yeah.
it's not like an ocean. Let me clarify something.
It's a healthy ocean. Less sodium.
yeah, it's got way less
It's keto.
fish and bacteria. Gross.
Yeah.
Dude, you're like right smack in the middle of like the place to be for like Midwest emo music.
Yeah. And I don't listen
You
to it, so.
It's unfortunate that you don't because like dude, you're in such a good place for it. Michigan, PA, other places.
The only thing that I really think about when I think about the Midwest, or let's say Michigan, is like there's a lot of green, there's a lot of seasons,
It seems like it'd be really pretty.
and there's like IPAs. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, but we have those out here. Yeah.
we have salt-free IPAs.
I went to a brewery That's
Yeah.
such a difficult word to say. I
It
went to a
is.
brewery last week, and I don't really drink a lot of beer, but my friend, I think he knows beer a little bit more than I do, and he
Yeah.
had this IPA that tasted like coffee, dude. It like
Hmm.
smelled exactly like coffee, had like a real strong like coffee like,
Aroma.
backing track.
Hmm.
And I was just thinking like, man, there's a lot of science that went into making a beer taste like a better drink.
I know. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that with like medicine. Like, remember like the pink Pepto Bismol that they would give us as a kid?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, don't you think one of the first things that you should do when you're giving a kid medicine is like try to make it taste better? Like, it tasted like, I don't know, man. It just tasted like negative energy. Like, I did not like the vibe it was given
Like
off.
antimatter.
Yeah, it felt like it was like, like aging me,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Like
know?
you drink it and then you immediately just like start making like Minecraft ooh sounds.
Ugh, yeah.
What's weird is like Pepto Bismol. You know what's in Pepto Bismol?
Pink.
Well, yes,
Okay.
but bismuth.
That makes sense. But what is that?
It's like a mineral, dude. It's like a rock.
That's cool.
Bismuth, it like gets into your stomach, and I guess because of like how the mineral works, I don't know. It like soaks up all the like harm.
Come here,
I don't know.
Harm! That's a megaphone in my stomach.
Yeah. And yeah, man, it's like, but like it's so wild the things that we just take for granted.
You just trust like a like it gives you ingredients, and you're just like,
Some
I'm just gonna
dude,
ingest this.
some dude took a rock, a mineral, and made it pink and was like, here, if your stomach hurts, drink this. And we're like, all right. And
Yeah,
nobody is like celebrating that. Because that's a modern miracle in my book.
yeah. I think also though, it's not like we're the first guy to try the pink rock. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
applaud
do you
the
think
guy
there
that
was like
did it.
they were fucking hyped when it first came out?
The first guy's like, you telling me there's a rock in this, and then you made
Yeah.
it pink?
Why does it look like that?
I guess. Like, I just had a couple drinks at the bar, so, and my stomach hurts. So
Yeah. Sometimes when I eat something and like it's a color that like doesn't appear in nature, it does make me kind of feel like I'm shaving years off my life. You know what I mean? Like those sour punch straws that are like fucking bright neon green.
oh
It's
yeah,
like nothing looks like this,
yeah.
bro. This is
Yeah.
the most artificial thing you could possibly make.
It's almost impressive though. Like, if something glows and I get to eat it.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna glow under like a UV light.
Yeah. It's gonna show up like when you go through TSA. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
gonna be in your stomach through the X-rays.
Like you ever go to a rave and they have those black lights and somebody's just eating the the straws? It's just like you can see it through their cheeks.
Yeah, they have an exoskeleton of neon.
Yeah.
There's glowing. What is in a glow stick?
That's a fucking excellent question. I think phosphorus, and I'm basing that off nothing. I just feel like phosphorus is in it.
Maybe our
Like
podcast
completely vibe based.
Maybe our podcast should be like, don't expect to learn anything. Because we ask questions we don't have answers to. It's kind of fun
Yeah.
though. Let's guess.
What-
What do you think is
okay, yeah.
in what do you think is in a glow stick if you had to guess?
Definitely phosphorus. Definitely something that reacts with phosphorus.
Explaining chemistry.
I think that's how I go. Okay, I've made up my. I've cracked it.
You cracked it. Yeah, yeah.
I've cracked it. Because what happens is when you crack it, whatever you're breaking in the glow stick, it like releases
just
into.
just explaining how a glow stick works.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm in my head.
Okay.
I'm like on the case.
Okay, okay.
You know? And the phosphorus reacts with that, and then it's like, oh shit, we got to glow. You know?
Yeah. I love getting like chemistry lessons from my grandma.
You want a Werther's?
Yeah.
You want a strawberry wrapped piece of candy that you have never seen in a store in your life?
Dude, that I feel like Paydays like always pissed me off growing up.
I'm gonna be hot take here. Payday is maybe my favorite. If not my favorite, it's top 5 candy bars for me.
That's so upsetting.
What do you mean?
I don't know, man. It's just like it was one of those candies where I would get it, and it's just like, I guess I'll eat it or like give it to
Yeah, you're kind of upset about it. You don't like even as a kid, you're like
yeah.
fucking. Ugh.
It like takes up space at that point. It's like I have to get rid of this now.
You know what? Actually, this is gonna upset you. Then you know what candy I used to like really like during Halloween. I would trade other candies for
Hmm.
dots.
I guess I kind of.
Dots, man.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
what would you trade for it though? Because that's where we really get into it.
Like
Like,
chocolate covered raisins.
are you trading a Reese's for dots?
Not because I love peanut butter. This is the same reason I wouldn't trade a Payday for it because I love peanuts.
Yeah.
But I would trade like a Twix.
That's a tough trade.
You know,
Yeah. What about Milky Way?
I, back in the day, I would definitely trade a Milky Way. I've come around to Milky Way. It's definitely like it's definitely moved up the scale, up the ranks.
I'm just laughing at the fact that you had like a bag full of like 100 boxes of dots, and you like you grinded your way up to the top.
No, but, well, I mean, I would diversify my portfolio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to have too many dots because then it's just one profile. And dots are one of those things that like, bro, it the texture once you bit into it was like wet cement. It like got
Yeah.
in between your teeth and like your mouth was bound until like November 4th.
Yeah, no matter what date it is. It could be November 5th. Damn it, dude. I gotta wait a year.
Yeah.
Why is it? Yeah, that is like so interesting. The texture of a dot once you bit into it was like nothing I've ever had in my life. I think wet cement would actually be an upgrade.
I think it's because it was made of like food coloring, red 40, and like xanthan gum.
Yeah. What is xanthan gum, by the way?
It's the shit that they put in stuff to like
Make it chewy?
give it make it chewy, basically, yeah.
Yeah. What if they just like sold like like those what are they called? The icebreaker like boxes, they're like cubes. It's gum.
The mints?
No, the icebreaker gum cubes.
I would describe those as mints, so but yeah, go ahead.
No, it's actual gum.
Yeah, but it's an icebreaker, man.
But like mints are covered with like have a hard covering on them. Gum is like you instantly are there. You're at the party. Like there's no
Do you
door.
swallow the icebreaker gum thing?
No, I'm not a psycho.
Okay, I fucked that up then.
What was it called? Xanthan gum? What if you had like
Xanthan gum.
a pack of gum? Like what if you just walked into a party and you're like, you want a piece of gum? And it's xanthan gum. Like, is that
I think you would actually kill somebody. I think you would actually kill somebody. I'm not even
Is it
100%
poisonous?
sure what I don't think it's poisonous, but it's literally just like a binding mechanism. So it's like they
so would
put
it
like
bind your mouth together? Like,
yeah, I think it genuinely would. Yeah, like if you made a stick of gum purely out of xanthan gum,
yeah.
I think you would literally bind somebody's mouth shut.
Yo, what happened to Greg? He hasn't talked in like an hour. I just gave
Is
him
anybody here a dentist? We need to have emergency surgery.
Wait, they actually do have packs of it.
Xanthan gum is considered safe for most healthy people as part of their regular diet. It may even have gut benefits. However, some people may experience digestive symptoms like increased gassiness if they eat it in large amounts.
What if you go up to somebody and you're like, hey, you want a piece of this? And it's just a chemistry bracket.
I mean, to be fair, if you broke down any food and showed me that, I'd be like, I'm not putting that in my body.
Yeah, that's actually
Not
kind of a fun
eating
game.
Science.
What if someone gives you like,
Okay, actually, hang on.
would you eat this? And it's just
let's do that. That's
It's
a
like-
very funny concept.
what is that even called? Like what a chemical structure.
Chemical structure.
I got one for you.
Okay, you got one? What do we call it? Okay. Would you eat this?
Would you eat this chemical structure? Okay, it looks like a bunch of oxygen, and then what is CN? Carbon nitrate? I feel like that's some type of like. I mean, it has so much oxygen. It's got to be like a gas. It, it looks like a vape. I mean, it has a ton of oxygen. I'm gonna say yes. I would eat that.
Okay, you are in the clear because that is a banana.
Okay, that's a banana?
That's a banana. There's a lot of shit going on in a banana.
Where's the potassium?
I think the CNO make up potassium.
Oh, okay, I was looking for a K.
Chemical structure of a banana-shaped molecule. Wait, is that?
Would that
it might have just been a banana-shaped molecule.
Would that fill me up? It's just one molecule. All right, would you eat?
What are the macros on that?
Would you eat this?
Okay, is that nitrogen?
Maybe.
Nitrogen and oxygen. I know nitrous oxide is supposed to be bad for you. This looks simple enough.
Okay,
yeah, I think I'd eat that.
If you say yes, I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, you are correct. It's actually caffeine.
That's caffeine?
Yeah, I don't know how.
That's actually very funny. I never think. I mean, everything is chemicals, I guess.
Yeah, to break it down that small is crazy. Cause
yeah, sometimes people will be like, "Oh, I don't want to put anything in my body that's all chemicals, man."
Yeah,
it's like fucking dude. You saw a banana?
Yeah,
shaped molecule.
Yeah, I showed you remember the molecules we went over last week?
Yeah.
It is funny to think about like really keeping track of your macros down to the point of molecules. Like
I've had too much nitrous today.
Yeah. My nitrogen levels are crazy. So I gotta fast. I've been fasting my nitrogen.
Yeah. I'm cutting oxygen.
Yeah. I'm on an oxygen cut.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. He's just
dude, did you ever
in the corner?
Did you ever see those like in the mall when I was younger? There would be like these little like oxygen stations, and it would just be like these little tubes that are like bubbling or something, and you would just go up and like breathe the oxygen there. I always thought that was such bullshit.
From a tube? Like you would put your mouth on it?
No, you wouldn't put your mouth. You would just like it's like a little thing, and like it blows in your direction or something. Maybe that's a California thing. Now that I'm speaking of like about it right now, it sounds very like hippie shit.
It sounds like something they would give you at like a Colorado airport. You know
like,
what I mean?
Oxygen bars are definitely a thing. I want to say.
Hey, you want to hit the oxygen bar later? This date's going pretty well.
I just Googled oxygen bar.
Dude, that's actually a really funny idea for a date.
Okay, so what it is? Oh god, that'd be so fucking funny. To be like, I feel like things are going on really well. Yeah. Would you like to accompany me to an oxygen bar?
Or you ask her, you're like, hey, let's meet at a bar tonight. It's just an oxygen bar.
She's just like, where are the drinks?
There's a bartender like just moving around.
How long until she leaves? Like, do you think you can convince her?
Probably when you offer to go 50-50 on like a round of oxygen.
I'll get the first round? How do you want to do this?
I'll get the first round?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I just Googled it. Apparently, oxygen bars can be found in malls, casinos, and nightclubs. If I'm in a fucking nightclub, and my friends are like, hey, bro, can you watch my drink? I'm gonna go to the oxygen bar. These bars, bar is in quotation marks, serve purified oxygen, often infused with scents. The oxygen is administered into your nostrils through a tube. The purified oxygen served is often advertised as being 95% oxygen, but this can vary greatly depending on the filtering equipment used and the flow rate that it delivers. I'm going to be honest, man. I feel like this is just marketing for the dumbest fucking people to like, hey, man, you want to pay $15 to smell stuff?
Yeah. They probably offer you like a free oxygen NFT after you use it once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How much can we get out of this guy?
It's just a picture of an oxygen molecule.
Yeah, what's your flow rate? What's your mint on your oxygen NFT? I mean, dude, you gotta get such good sleep if you could maximize the amount of oxygen in your body. Because you know, like how people have like this, they get like the little strips,
the tubes
for the septum. Wait. Or yeah, on here. Have you
Are you
seen
talking
like
about the things that like for people who like snore?
yeah.
Yeah, like the breathe right things.
Yeah, like that guy Alex Hermosi, like that finance guy, always has one on or whatever. What?
I just I just think of my dad because like my dad used to snore so goddamn loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, why are you're doing it on purpose at this point?
Right. You're really
And
trying to piss me off.
he would wear the like breathe right strips and just so fucking goofy looking, man. Like I was actually having a version of this conversation with uh with the woman who teaches me how to sign. And I was like, yeah, there's some things in a relationship where like no matter how long, I just want to keep the romance going. So like for the sake of that, I'm just not going to do that. Like my coworkers were like they were talking about like farting in front of their like girlfriends or their one's wife and the other one's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I've never
Nope.
like on purpose.
Never.
And I'm that's not something I'm going to change. And
Yeah.
the breathe right strips are in that. I didn't know until this very moment,
Yeah.
but I'm never putting one of those fucking things on to go to sleep. Like if I'm with like my partner.
What if it was like a Darth Vader one? You know what I mean? Like a premium mask.
You just have a full fucking Darth Vader. I think that's probably better than snoring. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to full on cosplay every night just to sleep.
That's actually so funny.
Whoa.
Like she's just like doing her nightly routine, washing her face.
Showing
and
you
then
TikToks.
You're over in the bed, laying on your back, the cape off to the side.
Just so zen too.
You can't roll either direction because of that.
Yeah. As soon as you roll over, it disrupts everything.
Oh man. Well, that's what that fucking thing was in Star Wars, wasn't it? It was a respirator.
I don't know.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. I think Darth Vader had asthma. It was unrelated to all the other shit.
Yeah. But it somehow worked. He turned it into a strength.
Yeah. Because as soon as you hear, everybody's like, we are so cooked, bro. I think it's very funny to imagine people talking like that in fictional settings.
Yeah. Just like everyday life. There's no like lines or anything. It's just like, hey, I need to get like health insurance. Like waiting in line.
Frodo is just talking to fucking Gandalf and just like, hey, do you have like a retirement plan? Or like, because I'm trying to figure out like a Roth or a 401k kind of thing.
In a library. Shh. Deviated septum though might be like the way that I want to go. Like,
can you die from a deviated septum?
I'm pretty sure.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I think I have a deviated septum because I can't breathe through this nostril.
Okay, so plug one side and breathe through. Does one side of your nose struggle more than the other? Because mine does 100%. Right now. Yeah, my right side feels like 4K. This one feels like 240p.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go. Mine's probably like 720.
I just realized I have a problem.
You just die.
Yeah, you're supposed to breathe out of your
suffocate.
You're supposed to breathe out of your nose. I'm like mouth breathers, dude. Oh man. So is Darth Vader a mouth breather?
Wait, hang on. We cannot breathe past that. Because even if you're a mouth breather, it's fucking so crazy to go.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah. Yeah, can you imagine a mouth breather giving a TED talk? Like the pauses.
Thank you everybody for showing up to today's
like he has like a ton of charisma, but he's a mouth breather. Is that like it's like that red flag thing?
I feel like that's actually exactly the kind of person who I want to hear give a TED talk, because that's some fucking adversity that you had to face.
A guy that gives a TED talk, but he always has to sneeze, but he never gets it out.
What would he give the TED? I think it'd be funny if it's like completely unrelated.
Yeah.
He's He's like a nuclear physicist, but he just always has to sneeze. He's like a professional cuddler who always has to sneeze.
That's a curse at that point. Like, get it out, man.
Would you rather always have to sneeze or always have a bug flying somewhere near your ear?
Oh, dude. Oh, I just want to.
Right?
I think I'd take the sneeze.
Really?
Can I trial run like for a week?
No, you're locked in.
Oh God. You know what? I probably take the fly in my ear and I just like bludgeon my ears until I'm like death. You know what I mean? I find a workaround.
That's not what I was expecting. I feel like the bug is way more like livable. Because I feel like at some point you would tune it out.
Right.
Or just go insane.
Yeah.
Either way, you're fine.
Yeah, that
But,
feeling,
like,
man.
The idea of like always having to sneeze and never being able to achieve it,
Yeah.
like you're constantly being edged.
And you can
You
could never look max either. You could never look max. You could never
It's
mog.
hard to like to
Fuck.
look over at a girl that you're attracted to and like have to sneeze and like look good. It's hard to be like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Going in for a kiss.
Yeah.
You're gonna ruin every moment.
Yeah. Although I will say, eventually, if you do sneeze, imagine that ecstasy, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna probably repaint a wall.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be building up for years.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, it is gross. If you could have clones, right? Say
I don't want them. Do I have to?
let's say they're like not cam A to A. They're like haircuts a little different. Something's like a little off from their face, like it's different. How many clones do you think you realistically would need in your life to make it significantly like better?
I feel like I'd have such a hard time justifying it.
Let's say you
Although I
had
think
to.
If I feel like the more you have, the easier it is to justify.
Yeah, so you're gonna walk around with like 25 clones.
I think like max 7.
I think one's
One for
too
each day
much.
of the way.
That's like creepy
What
in a
the
way.
fuck? No,
No.
You just told me I have to have one.
Not like too much in quantity, too much in like that's weird. You know what I mean? If like you said, the more comfortable you get with it, like with more.
Oh, okay.
If you just have one clone, that's scary.
If one guy who has one clone is like, he's definitely fucking the clone.
Is that the
You know
first
what I mean?
thing you go to?
That's
though?
my
Like,
first thought. I'm like, what the fuck is that guy doing? Get this freak out of here.
there's so many other things to do. Like,
But if he's got 7 clones, I'm like, oh,
Ate
he's got
some.
a lot of shit going on.
oh. So you said 7?
I feel like 7 is probably my number. 1 for each day of the week.
So what are
And then
you
I can
gonna
kind
do?
of work,
Just like
I'll just
flow
fucking
in
vibe.
space? Yeah.
you know? Well, like, actually 5.
How do you delegate those 5 clones?
Probably like
What's the first one do?
probably just get everybody's availability. Put together like a
There is
like a
no
schedule.
availability. You're the guy.
Like an Excel sheet, maybe.
you're the guy. So like
They don't have agency.
they do, but like they're just like nice. They're givers.
They're like Mr. Meeseeks.
Yeah. They're just trying to help you make your life better. And they don't want to go and like work at, like fast food or something. They want to like help you.
Fuck, man. Like, I don't know.
Just quick run through. You get 5
Okay.
clones. What do they do? What's the first one do? Delegate it.
Goes to work for me on Mondays.
Okay. What's the second one do?
Goes to
for me.
work for me on
Okay.
Tuesday.
You can just have one dude. Why are they all like part time?
No, because like, what if I need like a help around the house?
Well, you could like delegate it a little better, dude. Like,
Okay. One clone, but one clone that's just like the floater. He'll be like
yeah.
he'll be the one who's like, if the kitchen needs help, he'll run back there. If he needs to serve, then he can come up and serve.
Yeah.
He'll be one clone who's float.
Yeah.
One clone who like maybe working in finance or something, like go to school.
Okay, so they're not you. So you're running a business.
What the fuck else am I gonna do with clones?
I'm talking about your specific life and your tasks, not just like you're building an enterprise.
I like doing the shit I do.
But do you go to school for finance?
No, but like I don't know because
That's
I don't
my
have
point.
time. I got other shit to do.
Oh god.
If I had clones, maybe.
Now it just feels wrong.
Okay, I'm not understanding the exercise.
I just
You break it.
basically
You go first.
okay. I get one guy to do work for me. Do like take care of work. I do one guy that takes care of like bills and like payments and stuff. Dentist office. It sucks, but hey, man, luck of the draw.
You still have your teeth. What are you talking about?
Uh,
Like, it's not you doing like he's
but like
still
he
a different
organizes that.
person.
He organizes.
Oh, he okay. I thought he was like going and getting his teeth cleaned.
Yeah, I just like lose track of myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
I lose all purpose.
You just look fucking disgusting because you're not going to the doctor or washing yourself or getting like your teeth cleaned or anything.
Yeah.
But the clones all look good.
Honestly, I don't feel like I need five's too many. I don't do that much stuff.
How many clones would you need?
Probably like two. You do one that takes care of like life stuff, and then you do the second one which takes care of work stuff, and then I just do all creative and travel and stuff. Okay, so I know we haven't addressed it all episode, but like, why did you get the bonnet?
Because it's good for your hair, man. Like
how? I'm genuinely curious.
so it helps your hair like retain more moisture, I think.
Yeah.
Because like whenever you lay your head on your pillow, whatever material your pillow is, it's typically pretty abrasive and rough on your hair, unless you get like a silk pillowcase.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you put your hair up in a bonnet, especially when you're like me and you have like some texture to your hair, or like you know,
Mm-hmm.
you would probably benefit from it as well. Uh, Whenever you leave it up in the bonnet, and it'll have a lot more like texture and body to it when you take it out in the morning.
Mm. Have you noticed a difference, or did you just
I
start?
actually I actually noticed an immediate difference because like 2 days ago I did my like hair washing routine and I put a little bit of like leave-in conditioner in it, and then I
Mm-hmm.
went to bed with my hair like a little damp. And you're not usually typically supposed to do that. I don't know if that makes a difference with the bonnet, but
Mm-hmm.
I woke up this morning and like when I took my hair out of my bonnet, it just like the curls were holding really well and like
Mm-hmm.
it was pulled back exactly the way I wanted. I was like, damn, feel pretty good right now.
Yeah. You're
So
only.
I have been converted.
How long do you wear it? Like just when you go to bed?
Just when you go to bed, yeah.
Okay, so this is just like you're just showing me.
Well, you told me to put it on.
I did. I mean, it looks nice.
Thank you.
It's like a fun hat.
It is a fun hat.
Yeah.
This is one of those things also that I'm not wearing this in front of a woman until we're like probably at least 5 years deep.
Yeah, but you'll wear it like on a podcast that goes on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good point. But like if I had like a girlfriend who was like staying the night, dude, she could know my deepest, darkest secrets. She's not gonna see me in this bonnet.
Yeah.
I want to keep the romance alive. I mean, I guess this is like one of those things that's kind of silly and charming, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That like romance barrier is it's a fun line because, like you said, it could go from I want to keep this like to myself to I'm showing you because I trust you and it's a safe space.
So there's two things I think that you're touching on that I think about all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's love wants closeness,
Yeah.
but I think romance needs separation.
Yes.
And like to really like court someone and to continuously like court your partner, I think you need a degree of separation to where like they can come into your world but they are not always in it
Mm.
because they still need a little bit. I think a healthy romance needs a little bit of mystery.
Yeah.
And when you're too wrapped up in one another's shit, I think the mystery goes away and like the excitement goes away.
Right. Yeah. It is a. I don't know. I think that's one thing that you're constantly battling too, because you're like wondering, I guess, which line you want to cross. And once you're with somebody for so long, you're just like, I don't know. It's tough to keep like a flame, alive a lot of the times when you're like when you know someone so well, especially when you live together. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, totally. I think also too, you have like the opposite ends of the spectrum, the people who have like intimate or the people who have like anxious attachment styles. They want to be
Right.
so close. And the
Yeah.
people like me who are more avoidant attachment styles who desperately need space so much so that like it begins to like create rifts and they
Mhm.
like feel like they need to push back or else they're gonna feel like suffocated.
Mhm.
Um,
I don't even know
but
what
I
I
think
am.
I mean, you strike me as like a secure attachment style, which is like the ideal.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's what someone else told me before, so I was trying
Yeah.
to
I
think between
mean,
those 2, but
I definitely like so I'm reading the book that like discusses all of that stuff right now. It was recommended to me by my therapist.
oh,
And
nice.
I definitely I'm definitely like more of a secure attachment style, but I have a lot of like avoidant tendencies,
Mhm.
you know. But I
Yeah.
think ever since all of the reading and therapy that I've been doing, I think I've kind of at least recognized a lot of that, and I think I'm doing a lot of the work, you
Yeah,
know.
that's
But
the
all
hard
of that
part.
to say, I'm still not uh therapized enough to wear my bonnet to bed with a girl that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
At least not until I don't know, maybe if she gets a bonnet too.
A bonnet and a gamer headset, that's romantic.
Ah!
Oh, shit. Do you like roller coasters?
Love roller coasters.
I
Although it's the same kind of thing where like too much of it and it's the thrill is gone.
Yeah. I wish I loved roller coasters, man. I
Is there a theme
just
park in Michigan?
no, there's a water park that has, like, some roller coasters and, like, some cool slides and stuff, but
Mhm.
it's called Michigan Adventure, and that was probably, like, the most, like I don't even know what to call it, like, most thrilling, like, thing I've done with, like, rides and stuff because I just can't stand that feeling in my stomach. Like, I went on a swing, like, last week, and my stomach was feeling like, "Whoa."
Really?
Yeah. And
Wow.
it's not even like like me not being able to handle it or whatever. It's just like it's literally something I have no control over.
Uh-huh.
It's weird. It's like annoying because it's like, dude, I want to just enjoy this, and like my body just like fuck it. Like I don't know how to
That's
explain it.
so interesting to me, especially because like California is like land of amusement parks.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, we got
Right.
like Disney, we got California Adventure, which is basically Disney. We got Knott's Berry
Yeah.
Farm. Magic Mountain is like the roller coaster one that everybody knows.
Mhm.
Six Flags.
Mhm.
But like, so I live not too far from Six Flags Magic Mountain, and we'll go for like a day trip, and it's so much fun for the first half of the day.
Yeah.
Second half of the day, you're just like waiting in lines and just like even on the roller coasters, you're just like,
I love those videos, by the way,
you
of
know,
a guy just not
like
having a fun time.
that's real though, man. Like
Yeah.
you have like second half of the day, you have to actively choose to enjoy it. Otherwise, you
Mm.
could just like deadpan the whole thing.
Yeah. That's so interesting. I feel like that's just a thing about human psychology or whatever. Like you always get used to whatever you do
Yes. You
repeatedly.
get used to external stimuli. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
The hedonic treadmill thing that they say, where like
What is that?
it's just like where people like experience success and then your ceiling always raises for your expectation. So like if say you start making like $10,000 a day and it's just like normal because now you want more. So like you always move that goalpost. You know what I mean?
Whoa, that's really interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's just like a natural thing that happens. So like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times you have to be really conscious of like where you were and where
Being
you are.
present.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'll lose track of like the gratification of success.
Uh huh.
So
Man, that's actually really interesting and insightful because I have never heard of that term, but that makes total sense. Especially
yeah.
because like I'm a person who's like pretty dopamine dependent,
Mm-hmm.
and oh god, I like am so fucking addicted to my phone. I'm so sick.
Yeah.
I recently put a because I'm like really dopamine dependent. I recently put like a timer on all of my apps. So
Mm-hmm.
like I can only use all of my social media platforms for 2 hours every day
For the whole day?
for the whole day, yeah.
Wow.
And, like, every now and then well, most of the time I'm good, but every now and then because by the time it's, like, close to when I'm gonna go to bed, it's like, "Alright, time's up." Like, "Alright, fine." But every now and then, like today, I'll, like, spend my lunch hour
Mm-hmm.
on my phone, and then, like, before going to bed, like, I'll be up until, like, 1 in the morning on my phone,
Yeah.
and then by the time I get off, it's, like, 6 o'clock, and I look on my phone, it's like, "Oh, I have 5 minutes left to be on social media."
Mm-hmm.
Which in some ways is like a wake-up call,
Mm-hmm.
but in other ways, it's like, "Oh, fuck, dude." Like, it's so easy to just look and do nothing.
Mm-hmm. It literally sucks you in. Like, it's so weird. I don't even notice it sometimes,
Yeah.
And I feel like I think there's a balance though in a way, but it really depends on your lifestyle. Like if you always have stuff to do outside of your phone, then I think it's really healthy and good. And probably either way it is, but
Mhm.
also sometimes I'm just like, all right, now what? I don't want to just like sit. I'm just gonna go on
You know what
YouTube
you
now,
could do?
learn a skill.
What you could go on YouTube, like you said, and watch the Be Serious podcast
Oh,
every week,
yeah,
Wednesday, 9 a.m.
yep,
Eastern Standard Time.
yep. What episode is this?
21,
Yep. I love
right?
it. Wait, honestly on like the titles on YouTube and Spotify, I'm gonna put a question mark behind every episode number because every time we outro, it's a question. I love it.
It's 21, right? I'm
It
pretty
is.
positive it is.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. Thank you guys for listening to episode 21. Make sure to rate us on Spotify, 5 stars. Engage with the clips on social media. We're posting pretty much as we possibly can, so please engage with those. We see all the comments. Thank you guys for listening, watching to another episode of Be Serious, and we'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, peace.
Bye. Buy a bonnet.